Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with IRS. Welcome to my YouTube station. I have worked at IRS for 10 years. I'm a national expert in IRS resolution matters. I've been in private practice for 40 years. I'm dressed like this. If you want to see me in a coat and tie, you can go to 777irs.com and you can look at my whole team there of former IRS agents. And the many times I've been on the national news. I've been on Newsmax, ABC, NBC, CBS, News Nation, Fox Business twice. Today, I want to talk to you today about if you call the Internal Revenue Service, they're going to ask you for a financial statement if you have a debt and you need to be prepared. Most people have no idea. There's a phone number on there. It says you owe a debt, call this number. What does that mean? Well, what does that mean? Call a number. Call a number, and then what happens? Well, it could be a really good day for you or a really bad day for you. I was a revenue officer with Internal Revenue Service, and like I said, I've worked thousands of cases. Most people get that number, they make a knee-jerk reaction, they call the Internal Revenue Service, and what you need to know is IRS is going to ask you for a 433F financial statement. You may want to download it and be familiar with it. It's just a two-page form. And when you go ahead and do that, be aware that IRS is going to probably make a decision on your case, and your case is either going to be put in currently non-collectible or a payment agreement. Everything is based on your income and expenses when you call them. So what most people don't know is that IRS has a standard and says you can only live on this amount of money. Most people have no idea when they're calling the Internal Revenue Service to get a payment agreement that IRS is going to say, hey, we have a national standard. If you want to know what those national standards are, you can look at them yourself. You can go to Google IRS national standards for housing and utilities, IRS national standards for food and clothing, IRS national standards for vehicle expense, IRS national expenses for vehicle operation. Before you make a call to IRS, you have to know what's going to happen when you call on the other end. Don't call. If you owe a little amount of money and you don't really have a lot, it's okay to call because there's nothing they can take. But if you owe bigger money and you got a bigger debt problem and you haven't filed returns, you better call a tax professional like me or whoever. It doesn't make a difference. Just don't get in the trap of calling IRS without knowing what to expect. You can give me a subscription if you would. I've got about 1,800 videos. I give you everything you need to know. I appreciate the subscription. You can contact me below. You talk to me directly. I'm happy to help you. I only work larger cases, just so you know. Thank you very much.